Okay.
Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. The unsurpassed, deep, profound, subtle, wonderful Dharma in 100,000 million eons is difficult to encounter. Now that I have come to receive and hold it within my sight and hearing, I vow to fathom the thus come one's true and actual meaning.
Okay. I think it's I think we're done with this thing already.
Mm-hmm.
We also done with this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think we come to this one, right?
I think we started that one last time.
We just started?
I think we had started on it and we went through a little bit. Yeah. Because we talked about
Oh
the,
yeah, we did talk about this.
yeah. Yep. And Bowsy. Yep. How she became a python. Yeah. And the repentance that the king made offerings to help save her. Yeah. Cried out loud, soldier. Yep. We did that one too. Yeah.
I think we're done with this.
Oscar, that they have no legs. I don't think we've read that yet.
I think we done this part, right?
Yeah, that part we did do.
Okay, now we can go ahead and continue it.
In the Avatamsaka Sutra, Venerable Master Swanhua preached that they have no legs. They only use their bellies to walk, which means they are also great pythons. They are all manifested bodhisattvas, intentionally appearing in great service. That is a manifestation of the bodhisattva's compassion. For the sake of benefiting others, he manifests himself, not being attached to his appearance. Therefore, the bodhisattva is willing to manifest an appearance of one of the 8 classes of Dharma protectors. Mahoraga is also called Earth Dragon. They do not have magical powers, but are toxic to people. Although he harms people, he is influenced by Buddhism and becomes a Dharma protector. Everyone who has a jealous heart will be recruited into this species in the next life. The queen of King Wu of Liang, because of jealousy after death, fell into the position of a great python.
Mm. And also, not only jealousy, because due to the jealousy, that means this person is very evil, right? Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They like act on the jealousy.
Yeah, just like the snake.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. So what do we understand from here then?
That they can be Dharma protectors, and even bodhisattvas may manifest as a Mahoraga if it's appropriate to carry out their vows.
Mhm.
And that they're called earth dragons, but they don't have the same magical powers as dragons. They just have this toxicity, this venom. And that anybody who's like, yeah, acting on jealousy and taking evil actions out of jealousy is likely to be reborn as one.
Okay. Mm. Oh, oh, I forgot to translate this one. Oh my goodness. That's okay. Mm. All right, that's good. Let we go into the actual sutra. But before we go into the actual sutra, let's introduce the all the 40 chapter, right? I mean, just that the title itself. Yeah, in this sutra we have 40 chapter, right? And this one is the first one is they call the wondrous adornment of the ruler of the world. That means the world ruler or the ruler of the world, right? So in this chapter, basically there are many different assembly from God, spirits, all the eight class of protector assembly. Each one of them represent for one assembly, and no bodhisattva, only the not include a bodhisattva. And each assembly, there are a few extraordinary leader who attend the enlightenment with the specific enlightenment, and that's why they be able to have due to that enlightenment attainment, they be able to have certain power. I mean, spiritual. You call the psychic power. They be able to understand using that power to benefit the living being. So each one of the leader is represent for the ruler. I think that's what this chapter about. Does that make sense to you?
Kind of.
Yeah, there are many different group of assembly,
Yes.
and also include all the eight class Dharma protector that we just learned, right?
Mhm.
And each group they have maybe 10 or a few top spiritual leader, and each one of them they attend certain spiritual enlightenment, and they do also have due to that enlightenment attachment, they be able to have the certain divine power, and they demonstrate that what does that mean? They demonstrate the practice. They start out with that okay. They follow certain practice. They be able to attain certain level of the spiritual enlightenment, right? And each one of them, each one of the leader, it represents the ruler. So we call the wondrous adornment of the ruler of the world. Why they call wondrous adornment? Do you know why they call wondrous adornment?
Mhm.
But so
The
far you understand what I try to illustrate, right?
Yeah, who the audience of this chapter is the Dharma protectors, and there's no not bodhisattvas in the audience.
Not only the Dharma protector, but many God level, different God level, as well the spiritual, the spirit, you call it spirit
Mhm.
God, right? It's not the heaven God, but the spirit one, right? The one from the earth, the one from elsewhere, and those each assembly they have a few uh elite, or you call the
Leader.
few leader,
Yeah. And is that what they're referring to, rulers of the world?
Yeah.
Is those leaders? Okay. So the wondrous adornments, I would think if they if these are benevolent leaders, then these wondrous adornments would be consequences of their positive karma. It'd be sort of evidence of it.
Because their cultivation is to benefit the living being, and that represents for the virtue, right? The blessing and the virtue is the one adorning themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they adorn themselves, right? Usually, we were the common people like us. How do we decorate ourselves? We use external, right? Like the fulfill all kind of material to decorate our body or the outlook, right? But this kind of leader, they are the one who truly cultivated, and their cultivation is produced the fruitful, right? The fruit, the fruit that means the attainment, right? Those are used for their adornment. Does that make sense? I guess.
Yes, Ty.
Okay, adornment, not only physical, but both physical and spiritual. Okay. The second chapter is the manifestation. Okay, the first chapter is the Buddha did not speak the Dhamma. Or this assembly, the leader is the one who spoke in the Dhamma. Okay. And what does that mean? It also means that it's tell us the cause and the effect. The cause, that means if we follow the practice, the Buddha teaching, we will be able to attain certain enlightenment, and we will be able to attain certain truth, right? The result, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that means that is the cause and the effect. That is the law of cause and effect in a good way. Yeah. And also that is also demonstrate, even though the Buddha did not say a word, but this group leader is the one who demonstrate the practice. That also represent how powerful the Buddha is, right? And the second chapter is the manifestation of the third come one. Third come one is the Buddha. And so it manifests in many different forms. I forgot much, but anyway, when we the next time I will take out the part of let's see. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, they have the outline here. That's good. Okay. This is okay, chapter 2 outline. That's really good. Okay. So that means the ocean multitude simultaneously request Dhamma. Do you know what does it mean?
Yeah, oceanic multitudes. This would be multitudes that are beyond number, like vast oceans.
Right,
And
right.
simultaneously, they're all at once requesting the Dharma.
Is that wonderful? Is that so powerful, don't you think?
Oh, yes.
We don't see this thing happen in our world, right?
Right.
We have to do individual, but they do it simultaneously. As one, and this outline here, requesting by directing, asking question, asking about the fervent virtue and ability I think, a perfect and virtue and ability of the touchcom one, I think. The route of the Buddha, that means 10 route. We later on will learn about that. 10 state of the Buddha, we learn that in the later chapter. The way in which the Buddha best our age, right? The practice of the Buddha, so forth and so forth. The power of the Buddha. So in here, basically, the request, this is the request. They want to know this thing here. Okay. The power of the Buddha and the fearlessness of the Buddha and samadhi of the Buddha and spiritual power of the Buddha, the kind self-mastery of the Buddha and the kind of industry of the Buddha, that means the Dhamma body. Okay, and keep going. Okay. So, so the first part is that is the oceanic multitude. The second part is asking the Buddha about physical characteristics. Right? The physical characteristic. That means eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, astra. That means the radiant, right?
Mm-hmm.
The light, the sound, and the wisdom. So, and the third one is concluding request. I mean, requesting by referring example of the Dhamma, asking about the universal of the transformational ability. That means, I think it's the transformation body, I guess. The ability of the transformation body. Asking about the depth and the extent of the causal virtue. Concluding requests. Self-form offering pronoun verb in request. And the next one is the Buddha emit light to summon those with affinity. Okay. Do you understand this one right here?
Yes. Yes. So like an example, let's see. Not a perfect example, but just thinking quickly, you could use like a light tower, a lighthouse on the coast so that ships know where land is. So you could use light to signal. So the Buddha's spiritual light for beings that have affinity and that are sensitive, receptive to that light. It could be like, it's like a signal, like we use radio frequency for our cell phones, right? We can call someone basically using light. So
Wow.
that makes sense.
So usually when before the Buddha speaking the Mahayana Sutra, he emit the light throughout the 10 direction, the world system of the 10 direction, right? And it will those light will shining on those world system, and the Bodhisattva who um have the light shine on them. That means those Bodhisattva did have the affinity with the Buddha in the past during the time the Buddha was the Bodhisattva and he practiced the Bodhisattva path. And those really have an affinity with him during that time. And that's why that's the way that to gather all the Bodhisattva from all and all the beings from the 10 all the world system in the 10 direction come to this world to listen to his Dhamma, right? To his teaching. So basically, this is related to the light. The purpose of the emitting light, source of the light, substance of the light, and keep going on all these things. And we will learn that later on. And those someone gather light cloud. That means it's so many, right? They got like that cloud and congregating in the body the manda, okay. manifesting the function of self-mastering. Okay. And this is all the epicets opponent. Okay. The line indicate the Dharma host. The appearance of the lotus represent the principle. And maybe during that time, the lotus, the big lotus will arrive. That represent for the principle. That means the teaching. The appearance of the multitude represent the teaching. Okay. Okay. All right. This is about Buddha virtue, and so on and so on. Supreme Sound Bodhisattva. Okay, that means the light from the Buddha brow, right? The eyebrow, I think. Speak in race. The Bodhisattva of the 10 directions speak in race. That means only the Bodhisattva who speaking, praising the Buddha. Lotus contemplation. Okay. This is also Bodhisattva, not all the phrasing, right, for the Buddha come from the Bodhisattva. Dhamma wisdom, Bodhisattva of each, and each direction they have the foremost leader, right, for that our Bodhisattva, represent for our Bodhisattva. Yeah, as another name of Bodhisattva, awesome virtue and wisdom Bodhisattva. So this is the name of the specific Bodhisattva of each direction. So it's a 10 direction. Okay, so that, all right. So we go back to here. So basically, the manifestation of the third come one has come from the Bodhisattva, not the Buddha. And all the question in here, this will explain by the universal worthy samadhi, right? Universal worthy Bodhisattva. He demonstrates the samadhi, and his samadhi also help us to understand the Buddha virtue and ability, just like in the chapter 2, right? And the flower stone sea of world. Oh, okay. This one right here, it talk about all kind of world system in the whole universe. It have different shape. They have different level, and how those were constructed. It's infinity of the world system. That's what they call the sea of world, right? You see, in the Mahayana teaching, the Buddha already talked about the universe, right? In very detail and depth, especially in this sutra. Nowadays, the science be able to, beside the earth, we have many, maybe we can call infinity planet, right?
Yes, yeah, I don't think we know of a limit to it.
I read somewhere they said that the one galaxy equal to more than 1 million planets, and up to now they be able to find out 120 billion galaxy, and that means you multiply by 1 million. Oh, that's a lot. And they say that the number they found compared to the number they have not not yet the unknown number compared to the known number. The unknown number is out cannot be compared. That means the number we found cannot be compared to the number we don't know.
Right? Because like when we look through a telescope, we're seeing light that's old, and so there's a limit of how far back we can look,
Mhm.
because if the telescope is looking how old's the universe is thought to be, like, what's it, I think it's 15 billion years old or 14 billion years old.
Mm.
So if we look 14 billion light years away, like we see the background radiation, like we see the evidence of the kind of what we call the Big Bang, that event. And so there's a limit to how far we could look outward. So we probably can't, unless we discover some new way of looking, we probably can never see how many like galaxies there really are.
Mm. So basically now they use the light year, right? To see that how far from one planet to the other. It's not the year we are talking about in the human term.
It's how far light travels over the course of a human year.
Mm-hmm. And that and also nowadays they be able to for example, one day of the Saturn equal to whatever the number of day in on Earth. So they be able to determine well those kind of exact we call the time, right? The time of each planet is different. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why the Buddha said that well, the cosmology in Buddhism, we remember the lowest heaven, we call the four king heaven. One day in there equal to 50 years of the human. So and so, right? And they live for 50, no, they live for 500 years of heaven equal to 9 million years in human. So far and so forth. That's good. Okay, here. Oh, they do not have the outline here. But anyway, okay, in here, this one right here, the coming into the being of world, that means each world system they have it. That means the being come there. And that means every world system, they do have creation and extinction. Even though the Amitabha, the Pure Land, also consider they have the creation and eventually it will become extinct. So all the world system is impermanent. And the world system is created by who, which one created the world system?
Isn't it the karma of the living beings that inhabit it?
Yeah, that's right. Or the vow of the Bodhisattva, they come together, they create the world. Or the vow of the Bodhisattva, it also represents for the good karma that they pray, right? So that means the collective vow or collective karma, they pray the world system. And every creation, it will also have extinction. Nothing stays forever. Even the Pure Land. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So don't you think this is a huge difference between Buddhism and non-Buddhism, don't you think?
Oh, yes. Yeah. I mean, there's this degree of like detail and nuance of some of the like the underpinnings of the Dharma, and understanding, like, really, I mean, it seems to really expand outward and make clear how this is like a cosmic event, the Buddha appearing and preaching, and that there's so much more that goes on beyond our ability to perceive, but that goes on in these more subtle realms with these like heavenly beings and
So
such.
in Buddhism, there is no such thing called eternally, right?
Mhm.
Even though when the Bodhisattva they practice Bodhisattva path and they make the Bodhisattva vow, and that those vow they want to create the sun Buddha land, right? Those Buddha land, yes, come into creation as well as things. Okay. Okay, this is about the coming to being, right, of the world. So that's how the world created, and and also they are talking about the sea of world. That means a lot of world, right? Now, but you know what is Vairochana?
Yeah, Vairochana I've heard described as the primordial Buddha, sort of the original uh, Buddha that like has existed since time immemorial, but it also is used for one of the three bodies.
No,
It
this is the Dhamma body.
yeah.
We call it pure body.
Mhm.
Dhamma body is the uh, um, it's a permanent, not impermanent, because this is represent for the Buddha nature that from the common people like us, for the living being, it's called Buddha nature. In the Alaya consciousness, it's pure nature. But when we become enlightened, depend on the level, we do have attain certain level of Dhamma body. That means we attend certain we be able to attend a realization of the certain the true law of the universe, right?
Mhm.
Because the Dhamma body is basically it's the embody of the all the law in the universe. Um, but the retribution body or the transformation body, it's come from the Dhamma body. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
And that's why the retribution body or transformation body, they are impermanent. But only the Dhamma body is permanent. That makes sure we understand that. Okay. And this is where um they're talking about the the uh the word system of the Dhamma body. That means the name Vairochana is the name for the Sakyamuni Buddha Dhamma body. Each Buddha have a different name for the Dhamma body. Dhamma body is a common name, common term, but each Buddha also have its own name for the Dhamma body. And for Sakyamuni Buddha, this is the Dhamma body name, and that's why it's right. The word system is similar to the Buddha land, the Pure Land, Amitabha Buddha. It's similar. It's very pure because um, and that that word system consists many numerous other word system within there. And later on we will learn from that too. And this is describe how powerful the Dhamma body is. Okay. The next one is the name of the Tuscan one. Let me see what it. I just try to briefly. Chapter 7. Okay, the Tuscan one they have 10 titles. Do you know the 10 title?
Let me see. I know at least some of them. You have Buddha, thus come one, Tathagata, world honored one, most honored amongst two-legged beings. Um, Buddha, world honored one.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, they're right there. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there's okay. What a proper universal knowledge. Well gone, let your past night, the hero seduced. Oh, okay, so the Tathagata is must be translated on there into English instead of the keeping it Sanskrit.
Right.
And the most honored amongst two-legged beings is not one.
The
Okay.
Tathagata is the Tuscan one.
Okay. Yeah, in the Lotus Sutra, it regularly refers to the Buddha as the most honored among two-legged beings.
Mhm.
But I guess that's not technically one of the 10.
So they explain the 10 titles, right?
Okay.
Right. The four holy truths. This is related to the Four Noble Truths. Okay. The Four Noble Truths here, right? Each world system, they also have the Four Noble Truths, but the but the truth of suffering of each world system is different. They are not the same. Um, and in here they explain the Four Noble Truths of they bring out of kind of many word system, and each word system they give a different. They tell you the suffering in this word system. They have this one here and there, and the truth and the second normal truth is second normal truth for this word system is they list it here, and the third normal truth they list it here, so on and so on, and they give you a even the Four Noble Truths, right? They have a different meaning in the different word system. Why was that? Do you know why?
Probably some world systems have more blessings, so like suffering looks a lot different.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, because they the karma of each word system of those meaning is different. For example, in the well, when compare the heaven being with the human being, heaven being they never see any suffering, right? But we do, we see. The only suffering from the heaven being is the death. When they are near death, the five side appear on their body.
Mhm.
So that's why this one right here explain the different word system have a different meaning of the Four Noble Truths. Light and enlightenment. You see, world honor one, feet world release 1 billion right light. Wow, 1 billion. That's quite a bit. And live with the 3,000 right thousand. They are really that mean this is related to the light, right?
Mhm.
So And or when the Buddha emit the light, all the light from the heaven being, right, will be will be doomed, right? Be numb, do, right? D-U-L-L, right? It no longer be bright. Mhm.
When the Buddha emits the light, it what?
And all the light from the from the heaven being, it it's it no longer shining.
God, yes, compared to the Buddha's light.
Mhm.
It's okay.
Okay, all right. This chapter here, it relates to the clarification. The Bodhisattva asked the clarification. Okay. Oh, this outline, that's good. This is the profoundness of the dependent on nation, the 12 link, right? The profoundness of the Buddha teaching and transforming. The profoundness of the sentence being karmic retribution. The profoundness of the Buddha speaking of Dharma. The Buddha feel a blessing. Proper teaching, proper practice, 8 to the path, 1 path. State of the Buddha, the manifestation of sentient being situation everywhere. So in here, it's the Bodhisattva asking for the clarification based on this question here, I think. So they want to know, okay, what is the profound teaching of this one? And also profound teaching of the Buddha, teaching and transforming. The sentient being commit retribution, and so on and so on. So that's what they want to clarify. I just want to go through quickly each chapter. The peer conduct. This is one of the good chapters, but it is not here. In this chapter, one of the Bodhisattva asked the Mansuri Bodhisattva, how do we have a peer conduct of the mind, the mouth, and the body? And now, in this chapter, every action of the mouth, of the body, and of the mind, we make the vow to benefit living being. Let me here comes chapter 11. Here comes I thought they not yet translated. No, I'm not too sure why not. Okay, chapter.
Yeah, what will we do for those chapters? Will we
Huh?
have will we have to skip those chapters that aren't
No,
there?
no. I will get the book. Don't worry. It will be a long time for us to get there.
Yeah.
Peer conduct. Okay. Oh, okay. Here.
Wait, there's two City of 10,000 Buddhas, Avatamsaka? Huh.
See, yeah,
I
CTB. That is also the 10,000.
or I've seen it spelled Avatamsaka and Avatamsaka.
Where you see that?
This one it's spelled Avatamsaka.
Okay. That is also mean flower Doman Sutra. This is the Sanskrit name. The flower Dormant Sutra, it means the English name.
Mhm.
Okay. Here, in here, for example, the foremost wisdom Bodhisattva, that is the Bodhisattva name, foremost wisdom, inquiry of Manjari Bodhisattva said that disciple of the Buddha, how the Bodhisattva attend far less karma of body, speech, and mind. That means the three karma, right? And how to attend the non-harming karma of the body, speech, and mind. Here and here, okay. Let me go to the vow so you will see it. Okay, for example, this is the Manjari Bodhisattva, Bodhisattva reply. A Bodhisattva, and it will reply in the verse of four line, right? A Bodhisattva of the lay life, that means the lay person who practice Bodhisattva, should vow that sentient being will realize the empty nature of the household and avoid oppression from it. You know what does that mean?
Yeah, I would think it could be around the sort of seeking that that I would say as a lay person that I regularly engage in and sometimes have stress over. So if could have stress over uh, like different material aspects. So is my car nice enough? What do other people think about my car? Is my practice good enough, my medical practice, and what does that mean about me as a doctor or whatever? That is, there's these ways that we can attach to temporary phenomena and just imbue them with so much meaning that's beyond, really their nature, which is empty and impermanent.
Okay, I will explain that quickly here. Let me go here. Hmm. Let me get a bit of me. Oh, come on, baby. All right. Okay. Okay, hold on. Oh, I don't want the explanation. I want the sutra. Let me see. Okay, this is. Oh, right here, right here. Okay, got it. Okay. Okay, got it. Here. The Bodhisattva lay person, that means it's the one who stay at home. It's not the left home person, right? The
Mhm.
one who stay at home, make a vow that to all living beings, knowing the household is the empty nature. That means no attachment, right? Whatsoever. Therefore, they can be able to avoid the oppression, right? Yeah, that's what it said. Realize the empty nature of the household and avoid oppression from it. That means oppression of the family, or the oppression of the people we live in there, or whatever the relate to the lay person life. So we should realize that. So when we don't attach, and therefore we can live peacefully. People can do whatever they want to do within the family, but we be able to have the loving kindness and compassion. Why? Because we have no attachment to whatever. Therefore, that's what we call empty nature, right? That means non-attachment. When I serve my parent in the filiality, that means respect our parents, we honor them, we serve them. I vow that sentient being will serve the Buddha skillfully and protect and nurture everything. You understand this, right?
Yes, yes.
So we serve the parent just like we serve the Buddha, and to protect everything.
Yes.
When I am together with my wife, I vow that sentiment will treat friend and foe alike. And we now forever the attachment of greed. Yes, even though the Bodhisattva lay person lived with his wife, and he wanted to make a vow that he would treat everyone alike. They know friend or foe, they are alike. And that's why he be able to detach from the greed. When I obtain the five desire, that means the five desire from the eye, the ear, the nose, the tongue, and the body. I vow this, that sentiment will full out the error of the desire, because the desire represents for the poison, right? And we be able to fool the error of the poison out of our body, right? And experience the ultimate peace and serenity. So don't let the desire harm us. And when I am in the mystical gathering or among some stress, I vow that sentiment will entertain themselves with the Dharma, and understood those talents are not real. So even though we are, let's say that you go to the concert, right, with our family, and we still there, but instead we enjoy the musical in the common way, but we will enjoy them just like we are enjoy the Dharma. And we also see that those things here, it's not real. So we do not attach, and so on and so on. When I am in the palace or enter into the house, right, I vow that sentient being will enter the level of a sage and entirely eradicate the fear desire. So enter into the house, that means represent for enter into the different level of the state. Just like for the south here, the fourth state of the Arhat, or the Pasika Buddha, or man, the 52 state of the Bodhisattva. Okay. When I ascend a tower, I vow that sentient being will ascend the tower of proper Dharma and clearly see through everything. Because we are, instead of we enjoy the tower of the common world, right? We will enjoy them just like we are entered into the tower of proper Dharma. This gives us the wisdom. And therefore, we see things very clear, different from the common people. That means everything we do, from the mind, the mouth, and the body, we do have a vow for the sentient being. So we and the sentient being be able to benefit at the same time. And that's how we practice loving kindness and compassion, and also our mind is at rest at the empty space. Yeah. This is what the peer conduct teaching. Any question?
No, Tai.
Okay. Worthy leader. Let's see what is worthy leader. Worthy leader. Oh, I think I remember. Okay, worthy leader. Basically, in this chapter, the Manjari Bodhisattva. Let me open this one so you can see it. Chapter 12.
Would you
Okay.
go to the other CTTB USA link org that's up at the top and just, I think there's 12 on that one.
Okay, thank you. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Not yet available.
Oh, it's not there.
Okay, anyway, basically the Manjari Bodhisattva asking the foremost wisdom Bodhisattva, I think. I forgot. Okay. What is the worthy leader for the Bodhisattva? So basically, Bodhisattva, when they practice the Bodhisattva path, they will manifest themselves in every situation inside the world, right? They can do any kind of occupation, and each occupation that they are manifest into it they are the one who are the leader. And what did the leader do to benefit living being? So the Bodhisattva will do all kind of different occupation, right? And each occupation is the manifestation of the Bodhisattva and to benefit the living being. I hope I explained that way so you can understand. But even though the Bodhisattva do all kind of the common people do, but they have no attachment whatsoever. But the only thing they do that because in order to help others, we have to be alike, similar to them, so we can be able to help them. If we are not similar, for example, if we want to help the people who work in the market, right? We have to become like them, so we can teach them, we can help them. If we want to work with the business people, we have to manifest ourselves just like a businessman, but in the leader way, so we can be able to help them and guide them to do business with the proper mindset, instead of with the evil mindset. Does it make sense, right?
Yes, Ty.
Okay. Okay. Ascend to the summit of the mid Samaru and facing. Okay. Why I click on that thing? Oh, okay, good. They do have the right here. Ascend to the summit of the Samaru. You know the mountain Samaru, right?
Yes, at the center of the world system.
Yep, but they are not the physical one. It's in the spiritual way. Only the one who have the some kind of the proper Dhamma eye or the wisdom eye or the divine eye, they can be able to see it. Okay, a third one manifests in every assembly, right? Even though his body, he sits under the Bodhi tree, but when he ascends to the summit of the Mount Samaru, his body is not even moved. There no come and go. Just like the mirror reflects, or the moon, right? When you see a moon, only one moon, but if you have 100 river, you will see 100 moon. or when the new producer or the new broadcaster, only one new broadcaster. But if you have 100 or even 1,000 of house, they turn on the TV with that channel, you will see 1,000 new broadcaster. But the only one, but you see 100, 1,000, 100, or even 1,000. But they no come and go. Just a reflection, right? Without departing from the beneath of the tree, each Buddha has sent the Mount Summary. That's what I just told you that. Its Lord Saka, that means the king of the 32, the heaven of 32, 33, I mean, see the Buddha approaching. That means when in this world, the Saha world, right? The Saha world, we have let me make sure you understand the world system in the Saha world, right? One world system in the Saha world, we have the sick, that means the human, we have Asura, we have animal realm, hungry ghost, and we have hell, right? Heaven, we have the first sick desire realm, and we also have the 18 different plan in the form realm, right? And we also have the 4 clan in the formless realm, right? And we also have one sun and one moon, one sun and one moon. This is we call one world system. And 1,000 world system like this. That means we have, and also we have one Samaru mountain. It represents for one world system. And 1,000 world system like this, we call one small world system. And 1,000 of one small world system, we call one medium world system. And 1,000 of, that means 1,000 of multiplied by 1,000, it become 1 billion world system, represent for the one medium world system. And one great world system equal to 1,000 of the medium world system. That means 1,000 multiplied by 1 million become 1 billion world system. And they call it 3,000 of great world system. It means that 3,000 multiplied by 1 billion world system become 3 trillion world system. This is represent for one Saha world, hosted by the Sakyamuni Buddha. Does it make sense?
Yes, Dad.
So, and in here, when the Buddha said that, its Lord Saka see the Buddha approaching, that means enter into the Saka heaven world, right? At the same time, you will see the Saka come from 3,000 great world system. That means 3 trillion Saka heaven. Also, the 3 trillion Saka see the Buddha also appear in their world as well at the same time. But remember, Buddha do not depart from the tree, the beneath the tree, the Bodhi tree. That means 3 trillion Buddha appear in 3 trillion Saka world, Saka heaven. That only for the Saha world. Not only that, throughout the 10 direction world system also happen at the same time as well. And that means the number we cannot count, right?
So this is like a little bit like the in physics, the multiple dimension theories, where at any given moment there may be there's like other versions of our world where even perhaps even like a version of you or I exists. Because in this they're saying there's versions of Lord Chakra, so perhaps there's even other versions of just normal humans.
Remember, the Saka in each world system, they are different. They are not the same Saka. But the Buddha, it's only one Buddha.
Like this, like Lord Chakra is a role, and that role shows up in every world system, so that they're like Lord Chakra and say our world system wouldn't have any consciousness or knowledge of Lord Chakra and other world systems.
No, they don't. They don't.
So only the Buddha has the knowledge that spans world systems.
That's right.
Okay.
Saka is just like us, right? He have more blessing than us. But he's still the unenlightened one, not yet enlightened. Okay. Of course, his knowledge it's very limited. Okay. All right. And that's why when Saka see the Buddha approach, and also he adorned his palace place and set up the seat for the Buddha to sit. That's what they call set up a prom for the Buddha to sit on the lotus seat, right? And the Saka also invite the Buddha to enter the palace and sit on that. Every Buddha enter the palace at the same time. That means all the Buddha of different world system enter the palace at the same time. And the music in the palace is keep going. And each lower Saka recall his past cause and condition. That means they be able to remember certain on a few Buddha in the past. And now those few Buddha come to they already enter their world. That means the Saka heaven. And it represents for the auspicious. That means the good luck, right? For that's why their place is it's called auspicious. AUSPICIOUS.
Auspicious.
Auspicious. Each Lord Saka praising the Tuscan one in unison. That means each one of them praising the Buddha.
Yeah, so it's interesting that they praise in unison if they don't have any knowledge of the other chakras and the other worlds. That's interesting that it happens in unison, but it must be through the Buddha's power.
Yeah, from the
It
Buddha
happens in
power.
unison.
They cannot do it, but the Buddha is the one who connect them all. Okay. See, the Buddha did not speak the Dhamma yet. He just appeared. And all the power that he performed are excellent. You see it. It cannot, no word can describe. They describe the situation in this world. Okay. They concluded it is the same in the 10 directions. So what happened in one world system, it happened to all world system in the 10 directions at the same time. All the palace expand and become spacious. So let's say that even though the audience is so huge, right? But nevertheless, they be able to have enough space to accommodate for. No problem. That is the beauty, right? I think it's the way we summarize this is very helpful, I guess. So at least you know a little bit about each chapter. Okay, we can stop right here. So we learn about the word. No, we have learned about the chapter 13 already. So let's continue on in the next one. Don't you think it? I think it, the way we learn like this is very helpful for you to see over the overall, right?
Yeah, I think and I noticed Master Swanhua does this in their commentaries. He also does a very thorough like preparation and overview, like methodical, unrushed. So there seems to be some value to getting the big picture first before jumping in to do the details.
Right. I think it's I'd rather spend more time to do the big picture so you know the overall the sutra. What do they talking about in the brief way? And later on we drill into detail. We okay. Okay. That's really good. Let's stop right here. Uh um uh, wrong one. Where are you? Wrong one. Oh my goodness. I have too many. Mm, okay. I will deal with that later. Let me see. Um, let me see. Where are you? Oh, I thought okay. I haven't opened that. Okay. 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 Go ahead.
May every living being, our minds as one and radiant with light, share the fruits of peace with hearts of goodness, luminous and bright. If people hear and see how hands and hearts can find in giving unity, may their minds awake to great compassion, wisdom, and to joy. May kindness find reward. May all who sorrow leave their grief and pain. May this boundless light break the darkness of their endless night. Because our hearts are one, this world of pain turns into paradise. May all become compassionate and wise. May all become compassionate and wise.
Okay. Good. The chapter 11, the peer conduct, they have 144 verse like that. Each verse it's a vow, right? So
Okay.
it's a beautiful teaching of that chapter as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
Excellent.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Ty.
Mhm.
Yeah.